battle truth and my point of view. Oh, no, you. So I'm not a hater. I can only give you the facts that's written on these papers. And since we have no dealings, therefore the court can care less about your feelings. I'm the Honorable Malachi Markilian, your presiding judge, chairman and spokesperson for the One United Front. You are my witnesses and jury. You may be seated. Court is now in session. Let's talk about it. Okay, the drama continued to escalate and heat up. Young Buck again continued to this dude got to be the dumbest damn rapper in the world, man. Now, y'all remember this footage, right?
And I was ready. Let me just finish what I'm saying. I was willing to
do this. You pull that shit down, send your statement out, and I send you $2,000. And if I don't hold my end up, then you put it back up.
Okay? Offering the transgender who he was caught, well, not caught. The transgender recorded them two having sex in a hotel secretly without his knowledge or knowing he was being recorded. In this recording, it shows Young Buck coming inside of the hotel, greeting the tranny, embracing him in a hug, palming his behind at the same time. So, and then keep in mind, this transgender got his man part still. He still got what he was born with. So, both of them rubbing penises together at this point. It come in, rubbing penises together, embracing each other frontwards, and he palming the transgender on the butt at the same time, like gripping his butt like you would do your female pressed up against her. Then immediately, he tell the transgender dude to taste his private part. Taste this thing just like that, just straight out. Man, look, listen, man. These two was in a relationship with each other for 3 years. Let's just get this stuff out the air. Because people was under the impression this is something that just happened one time. No, this been going on for a while now. Sources have it, it's been going on for 3 years on a continuing basis for 3 years. That's why he was able to record Young Buck without his knowledge. While Young Buck thinking this is just another time where they meet up secretly and privately to have sex, this time it was revenge. Come to find out, the transgender ain't opening up the full detail of what happened between them, but this is what he said in an interview. Young Buck came by with $20,000 and gave him only $400 out of the $20,000, which pissed him off and made him mad on some type of arrangement that they had previously before him coming to the hotel with the $20,000. The transgender said that the $400 Young Buck gave him out of the $20,000, he was offended in that because Young Buck was actually trying to tell him, and out of the $400 he gave him, he wanted him to pick up some other stuff. What was said, I don't know what the stuff was because he didn't go on that. He just said Young Buck gave him $400 and he was mad about that because he drove all the way from some place to Nashville, Tennessee, and in gas alone it equaled up to like $400. So he wasn't really getting nothing up out of it. So Young Buck gave him $400 after he done spent $400 on gas to get to Young Buck. And Young Buck wanted him to even take part of the $400 he gave him and get something else that wasn't benefiting the transgender guy anyway. So he said he was just tired of him playing him over and over again. And that Young Buck is the type of dude or nigga, he say, that if they were smoking a blunt together, he'll leave with the blunt. Now, with that being said, we hear Young Buck, right? So they was in a real relationship with each other. People under the impression this just something that just happened. No, this is why Young Buck felt so comfortable meeting up with him again like he would normally do, without feeling any type of way that he was being secretly recorded. In this video, Young Buck couldn't wait to get there. This man still got his car keys in his hand, coat on, winter coat still on, car keys in his hand. He don't even come. You know how you come out your clothes, relax. He come right in. Can't wait to get it in with the transgender dude. Taste this thing. And then the transgender dude just get right to it. Why? Because he know he's recording him. Because what he about to do to Young Buck, he don't want no peace to be made. Knowing the stature of what this guy is, knowing everything that's at risk with this guy, that's what he do. So I just played y'all the clip of the transgender, a Young Buck positioning a transgender $2,000 to take down the video and issue a statement. Now this was released a little while ago after this. This the transgender giving his responding to this Young Buck situation. Come on, man. Don't get to acting up on me. What's wrong with this thing? Come on, man. This iPhone on some trash, man. I'm recording here. What are you doing? Messing up my blog, man. Okay, here we go.
You gotta deal with me. I'm just here to basically give a confession, okay? Young Buck and I are friends. We have never dealt with each other sexually. It was all a publicity stunt because he's promoting his album and basically introducing me. We are going to do a song together, so that's all it's about. We're only friends. We're merely friends that met when I was working in Nashville, so.
Okay. So the transgender now saying that, and play it one more time since it froze up on me when I was trying to let y'all hear this. Here it is one more time.
You gotta deal with me. I'm just here to basically give a confession, okay? Young Buck and I are friends. We have never dealt with each other sexually. It was all a publicity stunt because he's promoting his album and basically introducing me. We are going to do a song together, so that's all it's about. We're only friends. We're merely friends that met when I was working in Nashville, so.
Okay. Him and Young Buck is only friends. They never had sexual relations together. It was all just a publicity stunt. Just to promote his up-and-coming album that's coming out. And him and Young Buck is about to do some songs together. Even though we just heard Young Buck saying that, excuse me, even though we just heard what I just played before that, Young Buck telling the transgender to issue a statement and say that it was not him. It was not him that it was not him. It was not him having sex with him and to take down the footage, man. I just want to play this again, man. So y'all can hear this.
In touch with you, and they're telling me everything that you're saying and shit like that. So it's already a lot of stress and a lot of shit going on anyway. And that's what I knew. But like I said, at the end of the day, I was willing to, and I was ready. Let me just finish what I'm saying. I was willing to
Do this. You pull that shit down, send your statement out, and I send you $2,000. And if I don't hold my end up, then you put it back up. Alright? You hear it? Take that shit down and you issue a statement right fucking now before I go do what the fuck I gotta do for my own fucking career's sake.
What that mean?
Meaning I have to save my own career value. Motherfuckers has grabbed that shit and taken in everything else from that shit. I have to go out and let people know that this is not real. I don't know what the fuck happened. And I'm not even holding it against whoever the fuck done whatever the fuck. Y'all shouldn't think. I don't know. I just know it ain't me and I ain't fucking gay.
Why you just gonna keep it real? The world ain't gonna end.
He said, it's not him and he not gay. The transgender say, why don't you just keep it real? It ain't like the world gonna end. So then we get this statement. So eventually the money went through, which makes no sense, young buck. It makes no sense at all. Fam, you can't say, is you that retarded? Talking about this is a publicity stunt? Fam, you on camera having sex with a transgender and it's clearly you. Tattoos and all. It's you, brother. Nobody else. Are you that? Do you think people that dumb, fam? Once this cat was out the bag, there's no way you can fix this thing. I'm just in amaze, because I don't know you personally at all. I'm just in amaze at how damn dumb you are, bro. Like, you steady calling a person that's setting you up over and over and over again, and every time you call, you steady getting set up over and over and over again. And it's coming out every time, and you steady calling. That sounds like a dude that's in love and obsessed with a person who just can't leave them alone, that they have to get restrained in order to put out on them because they will not stop. This is what you doing. You literally stalking this transgender and you won't let it rest. You trying to say it's about your career. Well, if it was about your career, you let the transgender do what he already did, and then you wait for it to die over. You keep adding insult to injury and continue to put gasoline on the fire. You steady calling him when he at war with you. And you believing because you like him that maybe he will feel sorry for you and recant everything he already put out there. But you can't do that on social media. Once it's out there and the truth is evident, there's no way you can replace it and remove it. And y'all on air live talking and negotiating about what you want him to do. Come on, that's dumb as hell. So this is supposed to be a publicity stunt now. So who is the man on the camera getting head if this was a publicity stunt? Who is that man? Who is he? Oh, you just let him borrow your body for a minute. You had an out-of-body experience where this publicity stunt was so deep and in detail and so spiritual that you actually had an out-of-body encounter where your spirit left your body and another person came in your body and went and sought out a tranny for 3 years. Right. And it's not you. He got your voice, your body, your clothes, the keys to your house, but he's not you. This is so much of a publicity stunt, even your homies in on it. Your OG buddy who just got out of the Fed joint on air talking about it. One guy who raised you on air talking about it. One of your friends and guys, cook up boss. You want to blow his brains out and guns is involved with y'all conversation. So everybody in on this publicity stunt, but you the only one believe that it's not true. You the only one believe it's not true. Nobody else is coming out saying it's a publicity stunt. Not your OG homie, not the one homie who said you did him wrong once you got put on with 50 and forgot about him. Not your other guy who say he know you from the neighborhood, cook up boss. Not even a transgender, you offering $2,000 and gave him the whole layout plan on what you wanted him to say, word for word. Not even he believes this is a publicity stunt, who's actually the one that put the nail in your coffin. Come on, man. You done lost your mind, fam. You done lost your mind. Crazy thing about it, this stuff gets even deeper, man. I got some more stuff I'm gonna show y'all, man. This right here, man, this dude done lost his damn mind. I told y'all before, though, he really liked this dude, man. Think about it. He mad at everybody else. He mad at everybody else. He ain't mad at this dude at all. You just heard what the transgender just said. We finna do a song together in the studio. More transgender sex. That's all that means. When you in the studio for all them hours and things like that, it's all he gonna do. It's all he gonna do. It's just another thing to keep them together. He even said that in this interview. Let's listen a little bit more of this interview of how you know he got feelings for this dude. Watch this.
What? Hey, check this out. What are you, I don't get why you're on the phone doing this. Like, it's like you're making me feel like you know what I mean?
You hear that? I don't know why you on the phone doing this. It's like you making me feel, you know what I mean? Think about that. That's something that you say to your woman. When you know that your woman is trying to hurt you, like calling the police on you or going into your stash or something, you like, man, how could you do me like this after everything I did for you? You making me feel like you don't give a damn about me. This dude is literally in his feelings, crying and pouring his heart out to this transgender, believing it's a female when he know it's a man, but it's a man. So imagine, you know when a man, even though he a transgender, he's still a man. So you know when he hearing Young Buck playing and doing what he doing, that part of the man rise up because think about it. He's a transgender posing to be a woman. They are attracted to dominance. Now that which was dominant is now whining like a female, which makes him now more disgusted in Young Buck because what he was once attracted to, now he's seeing the female part come out. He like, what are you doing? Look what he just said. You making me feel like you don't. But he stopped right there. He wanted to say, you making me feel like you don't give a damn about me. But he don't know if he being recorded. So he trying to be real cautious at what he's saying. But at the same time, so much into his emotions, he can't hold back. Because he feel he been betrayed. You betrayed me after me trusting you with my person, my career, my family. This transgender know about his kids, his baby mama, his real name, come on, man. Come on, man. Get up out of here. You talking about pillow talking. This transgender talking about, man, on interviews. This transgender talking about he know for a fact Young Buck is in love with him. He know it. Because they would sleep together. And he would be holding him from the back, boom, with his hand wrapped, with Young Buck's hand would be wrapped around his waist. You know how like we hold our woman in bed? Now keep in mind, this dude still got his male part. So this brother got him laying in the bed with him with his arm wrapped around his waist, holding this man's private part. Get the hell up out of here, dude. And then you want to sit up there and think we supposed to like your songs and music. When all along you talking about a man. You like, yeah, I'm in the club with Sharon. And Sharon in the club with Tammy. And Tammy in the room with Angie. We getting it all in. Right. Tammy, real name is Tyrone. Angie, real name. Angie, real name is Anthony. Get up out of here, man. Man, get up out of here, man. Who could believe your songs like you into women when you in a relationship with a transgender for 3 years, cashing them out. Cashing them out. These dudes horrible, man. These dudes sad. Now let me just tell you what I mean, why this stuff is so disgusting when you hear this thing. The transgender dude get to going in detail about his life. He said he got a boyfriend. He know Young Buck had a girlfriend, but he said, I got a boyfriend. And I got other clients of mine that I be having in and out of state. So all these dudes having sex with this transgender dude, and here you is, Young Buck, having sex with him, and then bringing it back to your baby mama and them. Come on, man. Come on, dog. You reckless as hell, fam. You bogus, fam. Listen, man. I don't blame the transgender for exposing and busting these brothers out, man. They need to be bust out and exposed if this what they doing, man. I don't blame. Look, that's one thing I can say about them, that I like that part of it. That, and the transgender actually even said that too in the interview. It's so much footage out. I don't want to do all these transgender videos. This stuff is just, it's so much of this stuff. Man, I just spent like the last 2 hours just listening to all these tapes out here. And let me tell you something. These are facts they putting out here on these boards. Cassidy and Young Buck, Cassidy, Young Buck, Bobby Valentino, those three I know for sure. I can't say nothing about the other one, but those three for sure, hardcore evidence and facts on them that they can't get around. That they can't get around at all. And they actually sticking it to them dudes for real. And the things about it is crazy, man. I could say I respect them because the transgender said this. He said, I'm pushing Young Buck out the closet. Ain't no use of you being in the closet. I'm pushing you out. Whether you want to come out or not, I'm pushing you out the closet. You're going to accept it just like we accept it. That's what he said. You know what's crazy, though? When you look at this stuff, how these brothers operate and move. Like I said, the one who exposing him, he disappointed at him. But he hate everybody else, us and everybody else that's talking about. He hate us for when everything we talking about come from the transgender that's exposing him. Come from the transgender that he trusted. The transgender he was kissing and hugging like a female, stroking his private part, peanut buttering himself. Yeah, peanut buttering himself. Stuck himself in a peanut butter jar. That dude like that. But you want to kill Cook Up Boss. You want to kill 50 Cent and them. You want to kill anybody got something to say about this. But when it comes to the transgender, hopefully we can mend this thing and act like it never happened. Because you know I care about you. That's what this is, man. These dudes lame as hell. Then you actually, and you know what's so scary and dangerous about this thing? This dude actually got people that's willing to ride for him behind this stuff that he doing. You didn't shame yourself. You didn't shame the mob. You didn't shame your family. Come on, man. Come on, man. And you got people who want to ride out for this man over him being exposed with messing with a transgender. And then let's get another thing straight, because I'm hearing some of the things the transgender dude was saying just didn't make no sense. Tell me, y'all, have this ever made any sense? When you hear transgender men say things like this, it only makes sense to some degree, but it don't make no sense. When they say this, I only mess with straight men. Why are they under the impression that the people who they deal with they only deal with straight men? They don't deal with other homosexuals or transgender. They only like to deal with straight men. That's retarded in itself. If he dealing with you, then he not straight unless you like. See, that's what I mean. Like it probably makes some sense to some degree. If people not smart enough to know that who they messing with is a real transgender. See, if they don't know that, like some of them do have their private parts cut off, transformed into a false vagina. Some of them have done that and had real operations. Bruce Jenner did that. Some of them actually have done that. Have their man parts cut off turned into a vagina. So I can see if a person might could be tricked to that degree, not knowing that the person they was involved with actually was born a man, but didn't know it because his man part was cut off. But apart from that, no. And even then, that's bogus, man. That's bogus to do them things and to say you not. Now I say this about that transgender dude and what he said about Young Buck. He said this. First off, Young Buck knew he was a transgender. You can go to his social media. It's clear. Look at him up. Glamour Perfect. It says transgender. He know who I am. And like he said, they reached out and contacted me. He reached out and contacted me. And he ain't the only celebrity I deal with. I done dealt with a few people, and I won't expose and bust them out, but he tried to play me. And since he tried to play me, that's why I opened up on him and let the facts be out on him because of how he tried to play me. So it was a money thing. He tried to play him. And the transgender get to speaking a little deeper, talking about he wanted Young Buck to take him to the studio to record some music. So he had an agenda that he wanted Young Buck to actually finance him. And see, that's the thing of how these transgenders blackmailing y'all. They going to come out and tell on y'all. I don't care who. If you dealing with a transgender and you a celebrity of somebody of importance, even if you somebody not of importance, if you somebody on the down low, they are going to expose you. Sooner or later, eventually, you are going to be exposed. Make no mistake about it. What was in the dark definitely going to come to the light. They not going to keep them secrets. Eventually, y'all going to get into it. Eventually, something going to happen where you're going to get tired of being blackmailed and extorted, that it definitely going to come out. No, make no mistake about it. You're going to be told on. So don't even tread and play with no waters if you ain't expecting to be found out. Let's just keep it real, man. Let's just keep it real. But it is what it is, man. I just don't get these brothers, man, how they act and how they move, man. You got a woman, fam. You got baby mamas, man. Listen, if you going to get down like that, man, then just get down like that. Stop going back and forth, infecting these women and spreading these diseases and germs in these women, man, then pushing them out there in the community. That's horrible, man. That's horrible. Black people, we only make up like 11 to 12% of American population. And then you want to infect that little bit percentage too, man. That's shameful, man. Get up out of here, man. That's bogus, man. That's bogus. I don't feel sorry for him. And then that's another thing. You got some of these weak-minded, lame women who really trying to come to Buck's defense like, why y'all doing him like that? This and that. Girl, you dumb as hell. Y'all the one being affected by it. This dude all up in the club, knocking y'all women down, and then he going on private meetings and hotels with men. Like, come on, get up out of here. Come on, man. You got feelings for this dude, man. Listen at this.
Man, I'm sitting here by myself in the house by myself.
I tell you to do this. This is what you say. You say someone hacked your shit pretending to be you. That's what you do. And then that pulls all of that shit off of you. Somebody had your shit pretending to be you. You don't know me. You ain't never had a problem with me. You just want to clear things up for yourself.
Watch this.
And it opens the door for me not to ever have a problem with you.
See? And it opens the door for me never not to have a problem with you. See, he like her. Excuse me. If not, I don't call men females. I'm sorry. He like him. He like him. You do this, and it's like me and you never had a problem. Things go back to normal or what we do. And now we just saying him issue a statement and say it was all a lie. It was all publicity stunt for his album that's coming out. Me and Buck finna be in the studio working on our new song. Oh, man, he care about this dude, man. Get up out of here, man. You can tell that this video, that sex videotape out of them two, man, that dude like that dude, man. He infatuated by that dude. Sprung on that dude, man. You got to be, let me tell you something. You got to be careful of who I'm gonna just give y'all some real stuff, man. Sorry, but I got to get graphic and real. You guys better be careful who y'all allowing to suck y'all penis, man. Just like women better be careful of who they're allowing to suck they private part. Because it's power behind that, man. And that's the power that them transsexuals be trying to have against people. They be trying to get y'all to entice to get y'all enticed to allow them to suck your penis, because they believe in once you do that, they gonna get you sprung. Just like guys be doing females, like, oh, I just wanna suck that, let me just suck that, that's all I wanna do. Right, so that she can get sprung behind it. And that's what's going on. He allowed that transgender to give him some head, and the transgender dude put it on him, and he got caught up in his feelings, man. He got caught up in his feelings, man. Anytime you leaving your woman and baby mamas and them to meet up with a dude, come on, man, get up out of here. Get up out of here. Teach your woman how to do it. But there you go right there, y'all, man. So these two finna do a Beyonce and Jay-Z album. So they finna do what they concert called, Jay-Z and Beyonce, the Runaway, the Walk Away. So they finna do an album and elope. See, him and his transgender dude finna put on a Beyonce and Jay-Z tour, like we really finna support that. Like we really finna wait for this album to come out and be bumping it and rocking it or jamming in the club behind it. Like we really, man, that damn album finna go straw. It ain't gonna go silver, gold, and platinum. It ain't gonna go brick. It ain't gonna go wood. It's gonna go straw. Man, get up out of here. Man, get up out of here. Get up out of here, man. Dude, bogus, man. Get up out of here, dog. Get a life, man. It's horrible. It's over. Back to the block you go. Back to the block you go. Man. Dude, horrible, man. It is what it is. They gonna keep busting y'all out because that's what they do. That's what they do. They gonna keep busting y'all out. Let me tell you something. They arrogant. They flamboyant. They very prideful. You see they can't shut their mouths. If you ever watch transgenders and how homosexuals move, they too prideful. They too flamboyant. They always want to be the life of the party. They want to be out in front. They want to be heard. They always super loud. They always think they funny or super loud, or always want to draw the attention away and want to steal the moment. It's always extra. You think they finna keep secrets and be quiet? Right. Keep busting them out, y'all. I can't bring out the list. Bring out the list of all the other ones, man. Let's just get them all up out the way, man. For real. So with that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. Ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours, man. Young Buck and his transgender alleged lover is finna do a Beyonce and Jay-Z concert. This was all a publicity stunt just to help market and promote the sell Young Buck's album. He couldn't come up with no other way, but this was the perfect excuse. Getting head on camera, having a shootout with my guy, and shaming my family and my kids and my woman. The greatest publicity stunt ever to be done. Right.